Hello, everyone. Today I'll be going over our cultural plunge, which was the Texas A&M's Corps of Cadets. So starting off with the table of content and some of the points we're going to cover, we'll start with an introduction and end with a conclusion of it all. So let's get into an introduction of the group members. We have Shelby, Kylie, Karina, and Emily, and these are the ladies that worked on this project. Now, starting off with the importance, the cadets develop well-educated leaders of character who embody the values of honor, courage, integrity, discipline, and selfless service. The Corps is known for producing some of the best leaders that the world can offer. Members of the Corps are available to develop long-lasting, genuine friendships that tend to form more of a brotherhood. The Corps is known as the keepers of the spirit and the guardians of tradition. They're held in the highest regard and respect. Being a member of the Corps opens many doors because they are known worldwide for their hard work ethic and commitment to excellence. Now, some of the learning goals for today and some of the things that we want students to walk away with is just how impactful the Corps is in today's society. These are future leaders and role models of the world. We want people to know how many opportunities that members of the Corps are given due to the rigorous training and schooling they go through. All of this is worth it because they get to call themselves a member of the Texas A&M Corps of Cadets for the rest of their life. Now, a little timeline of the history here. We're only gonna play, I think, like a minute of it, but here we go.
Since 1876, the year the Texas A&M was founded, it has produced the same type of men as those that fought under Sam Houston at San Jacinto. Men who are courageous, determined, and who have a deep love of their native land. In addition to this, they've had an opportunity for an education that has enabled them to serve both their state and their nation with intelligence and honor. In my office hangs a picture of much today. When I feel a little bit down and out and need an inspiration, I can only glance to this picture of the Aggies seated on this occasion, see the dedication that is there to get the inspiration to go on.
Right. So that was a little video about the history of the Corps of Cadets. And now we'll move on into some of the latest research and findings of the Corps. Josh Bruton was named as Reveille's new handler for next school year. He's the one that gets to walk around and take care of our mascot. And the marksmanship unit closes out a dominant 12th season. Another finding is there's a cadet research project that honors Aggies who are missing in action. Pretty cool program going on with that. Some cadets are marching 1,000 miles in support of the Special Operations Warrior. Pretty cool thing going on there. And the Parsons Mounted Cavalry celebrates 50 years. And this is the unit that rides around on the horses. And the last but not least, Colonel Byron Stebbins, class of 78, retires. Class of 78, obviously been around for a while. Very important and impactful man that the Corps is seeing walk away. And into our actual cultural plunge, involved us going to check out the Sam Houston Sanders Corps of Cadets Center here on campus. It's a huge building, and the center room is focused on the Corps. The room is filled with cases of historical artifacts, items like uniforms, such as the picture you see and journals from cadets who fought for our country. The cases talked about all the traditions here on campus and everything in the Corps that is involved with. One thing we took away was seeing how much the cadets do here on campus. From the Silver Taps to the Aggie Band, the Corps is involved in pretty much all of it. And this is why, as mentioned before, they're often referred to as the keepers of spirit and guardians of tradition. And one thing we also learned is how involved the Corps is with the military. Many past and future cadets will serve our country, and their memory will live on here at Texas A&M. And continuing our cultural plunge, first going in, we were as a group, we were honestly not expecting it to have much information, but fortunately for us, we were wrong, and it had a whole bunch about the history of the Corps, from information to artifacts, and we were glad the experience was much better than expected, and we now understand how the Corps has been able to last so long and is the oldest student organization here on campus. And this experience has showed us that cultures are everywhere, and they each have their own special traditions. And being able to learn about the Corps of Cadets culture has helped us understand it better. And so it has become important. Become clear to us how important it is to not make assumptions about a culture until you have taken the time to learn about it. And each culture is neither superior or inferior to one another; they're just different. And so this idea can help us in the classroom because it encourages us to learn about the culture rather than ignoring it. And some popular culture is the cadets are often and widely referred to as the classiest and most well-educated leaders. From everything they do, classroom to volunteering, they posted one of their highest GPAs, and in the community, they work with many organizations, and it shows the motivation to serve our nation's heroes and shows the development of leaders that is going on in the corps. And many corps get recognized across the world and tend to get rewarded for their hard work and determination, such as the reward from the Holocaust Museum, which was for the recognition of the cadets who fought in World War II, and for its ongoing values of leadership, service, and integrity. The Corps also works locally to help out the community, such as HPD, and many organizations find themselves fortunate to have such a great relationships with the Corps. Overall, they continue to inspire many people and work hard to ensure the safety of others. The Corps gets global recognition for their hard work and selfless service, and many people appreciate the hard work they've done for the past 145 years. And some teaching strategies we think you could use in a second grade history class would be talking to the students about the history of the Corps and showing them the short video we played in this presentation, and we can make a timeline of different events that have happened with the Corps. My second teaching strategy would be learning about different marches, drills, and chants they do. We can make hats they wear and can make skits or a march like they do at Aggie football games. Some principles of multicultural education that we think relate to the core. The first one being ME helps all students increase their academic achievement levels in all areas, including basic skill, through the use of teaching approaches and materials that are sensitive and relevant to the students, sociocultural backgrounds and experiences. ME must start where the people are. ME must deal with the social and historical realities of American society and the global society and help students gain a better understanding of the causes and oppression of inequality, including racism, ageism, sexism, and classism. And lastly, ME should incorporate multicultural resources from the local community. And here are reflections. And just the overall reflection of all of us, we all thought this was a cool experience and something to take away from each of our reflections. Emily thought this was a cool experience, and it was cool to see about all the traditions the Corps was involved with. Karina has actually been to the museum before in fifth grade, but she was happy to come back and have a better understanding of their meaning here at Texas A&M. Kylie was excited to learn more about it because her younger brother is actually decided that he wanted to join. So she now has a bit more interest in it and something to connect with her brother about. And Shelby thought this was really cool and amazing experience because She is new here and had no family here, so this helped her learn a little bit more about Texas A&M. And here are some critical assessment questions for you guys. Um, how and why do you think the Corps of Cadets has been successful since 1876? What are the key characteristics in identifying the Corps of Cadets? Why do you think the Texas A&M Corps of Cadets is referred to as the classiest and most well-educated leaders? And how do traditions shape the values of the Corps of Cadets? And lastly, and in conclusion, we were able to learn a lot about them, and they are very respected locally, globally, and they carry many of the traditions here at Texas A&M. And as a group, we were better able to understand the culture and gained a lot of appreciation for them here on campus. And this showed us how important it is to learn about a culture before making assumptions about it. And taking the time to explore culture outside of our own has been beneficial to us. And we believe this could be beneficial to anybody. So here are some of our sources. And thank you guys.